Remember I said I was gonna get food? I can tell 70 to some people watching this here and talk to some of them. I can tell that these ADHD meds work because I'm focused. And I forgot about food for... I can tell that the ADHD meds actually do be working. You're so jealous I have ADHD meds? They're pretty nice. For me, like, the issue is, like, when I have, like... I mean, my ADHD... Like, you remember the whole... Do you guys remember the meme of, like, ADHD is a superpower or whatever? Like, the reality is, like... I am fucking insane when I'm hyper-focused. With or without meds, I am, like, fucking locked in. The problem that I have, though, is, step 1 of life. Because this is, like, can I do more Paint Stream? You guys love Paint Stream, right? I know you guys love Paint Stream. I know you guys love Paint. This is what ADHD... Because, okay, the word is... The terminology is executive dysfunction, okay? So kind of what executive dysfunction is, for people that don't know, is imagine a staircase is like this, okay? You know, and this is like a staircase for a normal person, okay? And this is like, you know, this is like, do X, okay? And this would be like step 1, step 2, step 3, etc., right? Or we'll do like do X, okay? When you have executive dysfunction, this is what your staircase looks like. Okay, this is what your staircase looks like. This is what your staircase looks like, basically. So, like, it technically is just as easy for both people to do. Like, it's not any harder or easier for both people. But the problem is, all of the effort is fucking right here. This is the fucking impossible step. Because I don't know if you guys remember, like, well, I don't know if you relate or anything. When I was in university or high school or whatever, when I was in school, and I had an essay due, you know? I had to do an essay for class, right? Like a 1,000-word essay or some shit, right? I would wait and wait and wait, and I would not do the essay, I would not do the essay, I would not do the essay. The very night before or the morning of, I would sit there and I would do the entire essay. I wouldn't study, of course. I never studied. I would never study. I would never do research on my own. I would never do anything like that. I didn't even need energy drinks for it. I just fucking did it, you know? But, yeah, exactly. I would just do it the night before, and then I would get, like, a crazy good fucking score. Yeah, I would get a crazy score. Like, I would nail it every time. Would never study, never practice. For me, like, that first step was just impossible. Impossible. There's no way. There's no way to get started on it, you know? So the problem that I have, and it's not a problem unique to me, however, it is a problem that occurs because of my job, I guess, right? Is that I don't have any deadlines, period. At all. I don't have a single deadline. I have money, and I don't spend very much money. Like, I'm kind of a hoarder with money. I just don't buy stuff very often, you know? I have plenty of money saved up to, like, I could make no income. I could make no income for probably like 2 years. Let's say 1 year, but like probably 2 years. And I could afford to, like, I could eat and live in my apartment for those 2 years. You know? So, like, I'm not, even though my income is, like, pretty low this month, like, it's almost halved this month compared to, like, 3 months ago. Even though it's, like, a decent amount lower, I'm not at pressure. There's no fiscal, like, pressure. There's no money pressure on me at all. I don't have a deadline for my work. I don't have a boss. I don't have work hours. I don't have anything. So when I wake up and it's like 8 a.m., how do I get out of bed? How do I get myself out of bed? I lie there, and if I thought about it rationally, like, maybe not rationally, but if I thought about it, I would, my brain would think like, there is literally, like my monkey brain, my ape brain would think of it and go, there is literally no reason to leave this bad whatsoever. Because human beings, like our brains fucking suck ass at long-term, like risk reward type stuff, right? We suck so hard at like valuing short term versus long term. Like it's really hard. We always heavily weigh short term over long term. It's just a flaw of our design or whatever, right? But like, yo, I wake up in bed. There is no fucking reason whatsoever to leave it. Why? Why would I leave bed? I don't need to. I don't need to do anything. I could take a year off and be fine. I could take 2 years off and be fine. So I have to will myself into it. I literally have to use my own fucking willpower to do anything. And it's like, obviously first world problems. Oh no, I don't have anyone forcing me to do things. Oh, woe is me. My life is so hard. It's not really like, I'm not like complaining in that sense. It's just that like, man, it sucks. Without ADHD meds, like, it fucking sucks. Because it's just a constant battle with your own fucking... Yeah, exactly. Thousands of years of hunter-gatherer patterns. Yeah, exactly. It's just, there's no reason, So I always have to will myself into doing it. The problem that I have, though, is that like, the ADHD meds I was taking before were Vyvanse. And the big side effect of Vyvanse is that they're an appetite suppressant. Like, they're actually used to treat binge eating disorder. Like, Vyvanse is not just an ADHD med, but it's also used to stop people from eating. So, I'm underweight and I struggle to eat. So, if I take Vyvanse, if I take ADHD meds, I fuck myself over from eating. But I, like, sometimes need them to get out of bed. It's so whack, It's just whack. Anyway. Yeah, and most people, like, not most people, but so many, like, ADHD people self-medicate with energy drinks, caffeine. So many people medicate with caffeine and energy drinks and stuff like that. When I was younger, I used to drink tea, like, fucking 12 times a day because I wouldn't have energy drinks. I would just drink a fuckload of tea. But I didn't realize, like, I wasn't thinking about it as like that. It was just, I lived in Britain, I lived in the UK, and tea culture is a thing. So my parents would like make a cup of tea, and then 40 minutes later, anyone want a cup of tea? Make a cup of tea. 40 minutes later, anyone else want a cup of tea? Make a cup of tea, and they make everyone a cup of tea. Oh, you guys want tea? Make tea, and they make tea, and they do that every fucking 40 minutes. Like literally every single hour, just another cup of tea. So that was like low key how I was medicating my ADHD when I was younger. Was just a fuckload of tea, and I didn't know. I didn't realize that's what I was doing. The whole time, I had no idea I was, like, medicating fucking ADHD by drinking fucking 8 to 12 cups of tea per day. You're one of the few British people who doesn't like tea? Interesting. As a Brit can confirm lots of tea with too much sugar. Yeah, I put too much sugar in my tea, but unironically, I need fucking calories, so sugar is whatever. Like, I don't care. Get it in me. Get it fucking in me. Yeah, okay. Can I go put this fucking... you know what? Can I say something fucked up, chat? I feel like I'm talking just to Giraffe Glen right now. Sorry, because I know you always worry about me eating or whatever, but, I got so invested in the talk about ADHD that my, like, brain suppressed my appetite so I could focus on talking. Because that's what's happening, right? Like, what people don't realize is when you're hyper focused, that's why it can be so hard to eat, right? When you're hyper focused, what's actually happening, like with your brain processes, is that your brain is literally suppressing your appetite so that you can focus. It's like, because if I realized I was hungry, that would break my concentration. So in order to keep my concentration up, I can't be having an appetite. That's why I will go like 16 hours in a day, like 16 hours straight, like 14 hours straight live stream. I'll start the stream at fucking 2 p.m. I'll tell chat before I start the stream, or when I start the stream, by the way, it's 2 p.m. and I haven't eaten a single thing yet today. I will stream from 2 p.m. until 4 a.m. and I will still tell chat, I will still not eat. And then I'll end the stream at like 4 a.m. And before I end the stream, I will say to chat, like, I don't have an appetite. I don't feel hungry. Because my brain is fully shutting down that process. It's so crazy. Go get food, but I'm not hungry.